means no projectiles for Millia, unless you count Capel, which you shouldn't because it's not a projectile. Not really any zoning options. You kind of have to execute that same kind of high air mobility game plan that Sanity was trying to use, and using, you know, to good effect, but that Yemma was just too capable of shutting down, too good at, you know, finding the light in the tunnel of, okay, anti-air here, and having that work often enough, at least, maybe not work all the time, but work often enough. You know, however, Millia is even more maneuverable and even better at fucking with her momentum and making it become different than it was before on the head of a dime than May is. So we may see that work out better for WiseMysticTree, but we're going to have to see. We are going to have to see, especially because Millia obviously can't get hit as hard as May can and does not hit as hard. We don't have any meter to super wall break, so we're going back into neutral, but so far things are looking up for WiseMysticTree. We get the burst out, which even if you lose this round, losing and getting the burst to go away, losing and not getting the burst at the end of it is a significant difference. You know, burst now not on the table for Millia anymore, so if Yemma can find that opportune like anti-air hit, you know, that could potentially lead into a snowball, but WiseMysticTree, you know, absolutely knows how to play his maneuverability options, his neutral options around his opponent, how to dance around, you know. Those spacings and ranges that the opponent really cares about. And see here, just not enough Jealous Rage to get the wall splat before having to switch out. And now, instead of being, you know, hard knockdown against full bar Jealous Rage A.B.A, WiseMysticTree was playing neutral when I started that sentence. Yemma since won that neutral and got into her win condition, but she had to win neutral again against Millia Rage because she had just a little bit less, because she couldn't save up quite as long because of the speed and the aggression of the WiseMysticTree Millia Rage. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And now WiseMysticTree's got Yemma playing pretty cautiously here. You know, we've seen a lot of, you know, dashes in, a lot of jukes, a lot of whiff punishes. You know, a lot of very tricky mobility that has punished Yemma for overextending. Eventually goes in and does kind of get punished by virtue of just not getting enough on offense, not being able to pin Millia down well enough, and is back in the corner now that she's out of Jealous Rage. And WiseMysticTree is succeeding in you know, creating the flow of the game where if you're not in Jealous Rage, you're kind of just bummed. You know, you're kind of just cooked. Creating that catch-22 for the A.B.A player. Do I go into Jealous Rage in order to win neutral? Which may or may not happen. Or do I continue to be oppressed and to hope that I can build up enough Jealous Rage to start the snowball? And getting, you know, an anti-air call-out like that is definitely a good start to being able to think about the snowball a little bit more again. But Millia can fucking fly. See, this is an important thing. Millia is more maneuverable than May is. We saw Sanity trying to use May's aerial mobility, right? But May does not have as many jumps / air dashes, does not have Capel, does not have the little diagonal teleport, you know, or the command dash, although that's grounded. You know, has a lot of mobility, but it's a little bit more regimented. It's a little bit more regimented in what you can do. It's still, you can be quite tricky, like with, you know, doing Dolphin all of a sudden, or you know, do you jump off a Dolphin? Do you not jump off a Dolphin? You know, do you air dash at me after you jump off a Dolphin? Do you air dash away? But it's not as, you know, there aren't as many layers with no caveats, you know. Once May is on a Dolphin, for example, she can stay on the Dolphin or she can jump off of it. When Millia jumps, she does not have only two options. And we have seen that be able to make Yemma use her Jealous Rage in less opportune spots. and really have to, you know, have to tighten her belt. And the unfortunate fact, oh my god, we almost went to time. We almost went to time. But then the instant transmission and throw, because Millia Rage also has very fast movement in general. You know, we've seen Yemma have to tighten her belt, and the sad truth of tightening your belt is that you can only make your belt so tight. You can only tighten your belt so much before it's just, there's nothing to eat, you know? You need some of it. There is a critical mass of Kool-Aid you need to have in the pantry. You can be frugal with your Kool-Aid, but you need a certain amount. Or it's just Jover, you know? We don't actually have Enron execs to cook the books. That was hyperbole. It's just because, again, there are no caveats on Millia's air mobility. It means that, well, you know, that she can use it to stay in the air for an extremely long time, where any character is going to struggle to reach her. Nope, that's 2. That's 2. That's not 3, that's 2. Don't worry, I've been keeping track. That's 2. It's not 3. Ice the kicker a little bit. Go back to Carrot. Do we see the happy chaos? We see the happy chaos. Now, and this is true, if we Millia Rage Capel, we are faster than their bullets. I don't know if Capel specifically beats Steady Shot, but Millia can move suddenly enough to circumvent the Steady Shot to some extent, but you can't just be belligerently moving around, you know. For example, you can't just like dash up from full screen, grounded. That would be an example of something you can't do, you know. But, you know, Happy Chaos has an easier time in neutral without having to put an asterisk on that. Out of bullets. Okay, we're no longer out of bullets. We're no longer out of bullets. It's fine. Bullets are much easier to get back than focus. You gotta wait for focus. Bullets reload much faster. Good air throw from Yemma. Starts her offense here. We YRC away, which is fair. You know, you haven't seen the YRC get baited yet. You might as well. At least not successfully. You might as well, you know, recuse yourself from pressure, canceling opponents. You know, in Guilty Gear, who has advantage is a very big deal. But anyway, Happy Chaos has a better time in neutral without having to put an asterisk next to it than A.B.A does. But the speed and maneuverability and the raw like speed and acceleration, the sudden speed that Millia has is still a big deal for Happy Chaos in terms of being able to contest space outside of, you know, he has some good normals, but you know, a good haymaker for playing grounded footsies with is not quite the workhorse you need against WiseMysticTree, against Millia. No, I'm saying we are faster than their bullets. She is faster than your bullet. And now Yemma needs to guess. Needs to guess correctly and eventually guess in a way that gets her out of jail. And it's very difficult to get out of jail. That's kind of the point. But she finds the way, and you know, it starts exhibiting the strength of Happy Chaos. Just gets a hit, and now it's a full combo. Any hit, and now it's a full combo. Any hit, and now it's a full combo. And now you're going through the wall. We get full focus, almost full focus. We get full guns. We get a hard knockdown. And Happy Chaos, yeah, his pressure is no slouch. You know, Happy Chaos pressure is no slouch. And Yemma Happy Chaos pressure is also no slouch. And if you want to know what privilege is, by the way, speaking as someone who has also traditionally played a character with really long block strings, but you know, your mix is what you make it. The ability to convert meterless off of tap 5D, that's privilege. That's all I'm saying. Happy Chaos is by no means public enemy #1, but like, that right there, that's privilege. It's privilege. You know? You'd be like, no, I don't have any meter. Anyway, tap 5D, shoot you in the face, and you're going for the wall. Block the overhead. Simply look for the orange. I don't know what to tell you. Man, Yemma on it. Well, okay, Happy Chaos is faster than normal mode A.B.A, but you know, is on it with those air throws and a little bit too roll happy. Just a little bit. A little bit too much role playing, not quite enough fighting game. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit! Somebody blocked Bad Moon. The prophecy was true. I did not believe. It kind of got a YRC there, and oh my god, that killed. I didn't expect her to die there, but you kind of got a RC there, right? Because Happy Chaos, you know, his mix is largely what he makes it, other than roll, I guess, is kind of built-in mix, but you can look out for it if you're trained enough. To some extent, you know, it's in addition to the other options is really what makes it strong. Nevertheless, Happy Chaos is gonna mix you in some way, right? You're a hit away from being dead, and WiseMysticTree is able to take the set.